Happy Friday, everybody. This is Hank Jr., and of course, this is Hank's Corner. And we're just a couple of minutes. As you can see, I got a special guest right here, Miss Megan Knight. We're going to be talking with, celebrating the release of her album. We're doing this live, and I'm so happy about that. And, we're going to give it a couple of minutes, real quick, just to get everybody on. But as you know, on Fridays, I do like to promote all the new music that I can find out there, especially the independent artists. And if you haven't checked it out already, go to my Hank Jr. Production Facebook page, and you will find my new Music Friday post with lots of great artists and music coming out. But I see that I'm looking here, and I'm getting ready to share this to my groups, Hank's Corner, supporting music artist here. And once I do that, we will be ready to go. So, welcome everybody to Hank's Corner. I'm Hank Jr., part of Hank Jr. Productions, where I'm documenting life's moments through photography, videography, and of course, podcasting. Like I said, today is very special. It's New Music Friday, and we got Miss Megan Knight on. Miss Megan, how are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I am wonderful, and it's so great to get to talk to you again, because it actually has been quite a while since you've been on the podcast. And it was not that long ago, but it's getting there now that I actually got to get up to the Philadelphia area and see you. So we do got a lot of catching up to do.
We do. I think the last time we were on here together was with my drama EP, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. So 3 years in the making for this new Slayer Horses record, finally out in the world. I feel like a 5,000 pound weight was just lifted off my shoulders. I'm like, woo, now it's everybody else's creation and no longer just mine. And I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you say 3 years, and that sounds about right. It has been a long time. And we're going to be talking about your album, "Slow Your Horses," and all of that good stuff. And we are going to kind of compare it to some of your other stuff. But how are things going? Because you are calling in from the Philadelphia, South Jersey area. How are things going up there right now?
It's been super busy. We just had a release show last night, actually in Delaware. We were just in Delaware. We played at the Queen. Thank you so much, everybody that came out to the Queen last night. It was so fun. And yeah, another show tomorrow in Wildwood, New Jersey. We're going to have a release party. So this is going to be a 4-hour event. We're going to play all the originals off the record and some old ones, and also a bunch of covers. So we're going to be a little more rowdy there. So I'm stoked. Come on out tomorrow to the Honky Tonk in Wildwood, 7 p.m. start.
That's awesome. And as we can tell, looks like you have a fan, Susie, that got to see the show last night. And I always love when guests start to, chatter, and appreciate that. And, it's great to see that, people are out there. Like I said, I told Megan, not sure how many people, because normally when I do my live streams, it's at nighttime. Everybody's off work. But here we are in the day. So I don't know how many people are going to catch it during the day versus on the recap. But as you are tuning in, please let us know where you're tuning in from. And, I haven't been back up in the Philadelphia area, like I said, and it's been about a year and a half since I got to see you up there. And one of the things that I did notice is that you really do put on a great performance.
Thank you. And I just shared this live to my personal page too. So hopefully we can get some more people on here. Um, Slay. I just shared it. But I love live show. I love connecting with everybody. When I started in this business when I was 13, I remember I played at this open mic, and this lady was telling me a story how she felt like me playing this certain song connected her with her brother. And I was like, that's what this is all about. I just want to bring people together, spread love and light. And I love being able to be the vessel to, I don't know, bring back memories and share, spread joy.
Yeah, and I could tell you like the connection, because not only did you have a great time there up on stage, singing to the crowd, it was awesome. And but when we got a chance to talk, I mean, you do like to connect, because I remember we had a couple people there say, "Look, you need to get back on stage, quit talking," because you just love to connect. And it was so great to actually meet you in person. But we're going to start talking about your album that just came out today. It's called "Slow Your Horses," and tell us a little bit about it, because you said it was a while in the making.
Yeah, so Actually, Slay Your Horses, the record, it started out just a real casual approach to creating singles, like to be totally honest. I'd catch a red eye flight out of Philly. So we'd be waking up, my dad and I, we always travel together. Like, thank Jason Knight so much. He's my sound guy. Everybody's a fan of Jason that knows me. You know, he does not get enough praise in my own opinion. He sacrifices so much for me and my career since the start, and we've been learning all this stuff together. So we catch that red eye flight at 2:30 in the morning, go straight to the studio in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and I'd join up with my good friends James LeBlanc and Jimmy Nutt, and we would just sit there and be like, what have you been up to? We just start chatting about whatever's going on in life. And usually a song would start stemming out of whatever that random conversation is. So Slow Your Horses, for example, I think I like was trying to say hold your horses, like the traditional saying, and it came out slow your horses. And I'm like, wait, I don't even think there's a song called that yet on the whole internet by some miracle. So we wound up writing that idea one day. And actually that was one special moment in the studio because we actually had our friend Brian Mayer join in, and he wrote that song with us too. So usually it's me, James LeBlanc, and Jimmy Nutt, but some special days we'd have Brian Mayer come in from Nashville and write with us. So that was how everything started, was just singles and writing with my friends. And eventually it started having this cohesive sound, and I'm like, guys, we need to make this into a project, and that's what we did.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you know, it is a project, and we talked about, like I said, the last time you were on, with your drama that you were bringing. How is this different than the previous stuff?
So with the previous stuff, I feel like for so long I've been just trying to find my sound and who I wanted to be. And it all has obviously been me. I draw influences from everything and always will love so many different genres of music. But I originally started out in country music when I was 13, 14 years old. And then I totally fell in love with like that cinematic sound, like James Bond soundtracks, and Lana Del Rey. I love her. So I was like, you know what? I want to go into the cinematic realm, because I wound up becoming friends with this guy named Jamie Meyerson, local to me. He's in Blackwood, New Jersey. And we met because somebody hired me to do background vocals. And he's like, do you mind like exchanging time? Like, I'll give you free studio time if you'll start working in the sync world with me. He did a lot of commercial work. Like, he's worked with Twix, Honda, like a bunch of stuff, which was my dream. He didn't know it at the time, but I'm like, you know, like since I was a kid, I've always wanted to work in sync. So we actually wound up landing a placement on CMT for a show called Racing Wives with my song Fade off of my Save Mine record. And
It is.
so ironic because it landed on CMT, the Country Music Television Network. So there's always been signs that I belong in country, but even when I went off my path, we were still on my path, I guess. But you know, it's been a journey through all the records and finding my sound, and I think I'll still always be playing with sound. But
Right.
now I feel like I finally come into my own with this record.
Yeah, nothing wrong with growing, and we like that you're finding your sound. And I must say, you do look good in a cowboy hat, so keep wearing that.
Thank
So
you.
we're gonna go ahead and play the title track from it, "Slow Your Horses." And like I said, this is live, so hopefully everything's working out. But take a listen to this. If you haven't heard it, it's great.
He rode in like a western wind, felt the heat upon my skin, saw forever the second that we kissed. Like a Mustang with no reins, a boy like that can't be tamed. I can hear my mama say, before you get carried away, slow your horses down, down, down. Before you know, you get so lost that you can't be found. He's the kind that's got a girl in every town. Slow your horses, slow your horses. Slow your horses, slow your horses. Wild and reckless, can't lie, he leaves me breathless. Part of me just wants to take the ride. Every time I look into his eyes, I say, slow your horses down, down, down. Before you know, you get so lost that you can't be found. He's the kind that finds a girl in every town. Slow your horses, slow your horses. Slow your horses, slow your horses. Slow your horses down, down, down. Before you know, you'll get so lost that you can't be found. He's the kind that finds a girl in every town. Won't know what hits you till you hit the ground. Slow your horses, slow your horses. Slow your horses, slow your horses. Slow your horses, slow your horses. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down,
And that was Slow Your Horses, the title track from Mega Knight's album. And, I must say that I do like the way the music actually does a slowdown. And, obviously we're talking about a particular guy that you may want to back away from, but you could really apply this to life in general. And even as the summer starts approaching, I start thinking to myself, man, just, even though it's already hot here in Florida, but the actual summer to start, just grabbing a drink of choice and slowing things down.
Yep. And I'm like so with that like chill vibe at this point in my life. I was like a super rocker when I was young. I still can get into it, but sometimes I'm like, I need that song that makes me feel like I am just like transcending in like a field, like an open field. Like I have this like deep desire for nature at this point in my life. Like I just want to like go into the middle of the forest, and I just wanted to bring that vibe into some of my tracks like Slay Your Horses and Breeze.
Yeah, definitely. And I need to do a little bit more slowing down, but not too much. The older I get, I don't want to slow down too much, because if I slow down too much, I might not get going again. Because
Oh
there's
my
nothing
God.
wrong with a little bit of rocking in there, right? Because I'm sure you still have a little bit of the rocker in you.
Oh my God, yeah. Every now and again, we'll throw a bunch of country songs into the set list, but I'm like, we got to throw one or two rockers in there. Like, I know my roots. So last night at the release show, we threw in Zombie from the Cranberries, and I'm like,
Oh,
at the end of the
nice.
day, you still got to give a nod to like what started it all.
Yeah, that's awesome. And as a photographer, I noticed right away too the cover art. Tell me a little bit about that, because I think it's pretty cool.
So my good friend Danny Lynn in New Hope actually invited us to shoot with Hollywood, which is the name of the horse in the cover photo. And Hollywood is actually a competitive horse. He's incredible. He does barrel racing, hurdles, incredible horse. And my mom actually photographed the image, and she's not a pro photographer. She does mortgages for a living. So just like my father, Jason, she's been learning this business by my side. And as an independent artist, everything is super expensive. And we're like, how can we save money? Because we can't keep bleeding dry. I fund my whole career through usually cover gigs. That's why there are so many cover gigs, way more cover gigs than original gigs. And to tell you the truth, I mean, we see it now with this blue dot. What are they calling it? Blue dot fever or something? I don't know. Like they're not selling tickets because, economy, I get it. So my mom learned how to use the camera. We bought a nice camera. And my good friend Scott Campbell in Muscle Shoals actually did the editing for us. So I did a mock-up in Canva of what I wanted it to look like, and he sharpened the image and got it so HD. Like if you look at the real video, I'm like, Scott, you're crazy amazing. Like you can keep on zooming all day and it's crystal clear. So he did that. He did all the wording on it, all the editing, and he actually hand drew on the actual CD these boots. He's a phenomenal artist. So
Now that CD, is that something that people can go to your website and purchase?
they actually can. It just went live. If you go to the shop on my website, meganknightmusic.com, you can now buy CDs, vinyl, and a bunch of other merch. We also just got women's crop tops created with the design that Scott Campbell hand drew, and it says "Stay Grounded" on it. It's a little play on my song "Boots on the Ground," and it's the whole meaning of the song, which is to stay present, stay grounded, don't get lost in the crazy monsters in your head. So we're gonna have men's shirts out soon too. We don't have them done for today yet, but we're working on those and brand new trucker hats.
That's awesome. And you did mention, sometimes people don't necessarily always want to pay for tickets. And of course, if they stream your music, they got to stream it like a million times for you to get like a buck. So the best thing that I always try to recommend to people is the merchandise. Go out and buy that merchandise because you get something tangible, which is great that you got this CD that's it's a tangible thing to have. But you support the artist by doing that. And what I'm going to do when I get off is I'm going to get at least 2 copies of that CD because I want to get one for me that I definitely want to have and treasure. But I want to get another one for anybody here that's showing up on the show, whether on the live stream or watching it on replay. If you comment, you're in the running for a random pick. I'll get one for you guys, and we'll see. So even better if you tell us what your favorite Megan Knight song is, or if you got some dirt on her. I don't know. Either way, if you make a comment, you're definitely in the running for a CD. But I like that.
Thank you so much for being so supportive to all of us independent artists. You rock our world. I tell my whole family and friends about you all the time. There is not many people like you. It's usually all label and money driven, and you're just in the kindness of your heart a true music lover, and we cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, and I know people will always ask me, are you not collecting money? I'm like, no, I enjoy doing this, and of course, the my full time job plus the photography is how I get enough money to be able to run this and go visit artists and do that, and I love it, and just being able to talk and getting the honor, Megan, to have you allow me to kind of premiere this, so to speak. That's awesome. I mean, you could go on with anybody, and I'm sure anybody, over there in South Jersey too, one of the radio stations would have even possibly done it. But I definitely appreciate that you chose me.
Well, I love you, and I love what you do, and I'm just so grateful that you asked to do this with me today.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And let's talk about Boots on the Ground because that is another great song, and we're going to be playing the video to that shortly. So hang tight for that. But tell us a little bit about it.
So Boots on the Ground, such a fun song to write. That was another one. We were just having a conversation. I can't even thoroughly remember the conversation that brought about writing that song. It kind of wrote itself. It definitely was a divine channeling feeling. I remember when we were getting to the second verse, I was like, how cool would it be if this is a line dancing song to start listing titles of classic country songs? And we were riffing so fast. That thing wrote itself in 30 seconds. I was like, hey, good luck. I walk the line. Call me crazy, but mama tried. And oh my God, it was so fun to write. My good friend, Ashley Rose, actually choreographed a line dance to it. So I cannot thank her enough. And she brought together so many incredible line dancers to make the music video. And my good friend, Joseph De Palma, actually filmed this video. And it was literally a dream come true. Thank you so much to Landmark Americana for letting us film in there the video. And now we have people doing the line dance all the way from India to the Carolinas. So if you're into line dancing, please do the dance, film it, and I will share it and spam it everywhere. I love seeing your videos. The step sheet is on copperknob.com. So if you look up Boots on the Ground, Megan Knight, step sheet, it should come up. And I have it linked in my link tree that's in all of my bios online.
Yeah, and I'll definitely add it to this post once it's
Thank-
taken care of by Facebook. So you won't see it now, but once it's done, you'll see that there. And I may just have to give it a try. I do enjoy line dancing, but I don't know that I enjoy sharing me dancing on camera. But you know
Me
what?
neither.
I may have to just do that because you said you'll make me go viral. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah. No, but for real, I am so still like a little self-conscious about my dancing. When we were filming that, I'm like, okay guys, we're gonna be really strategic with this editing because you're all great dancers. My mom was a professional dancer and I'm like, I'm just insecure. Like literally age 5, my mom took me to my first dance class and I literally curled up in a ball in the middle of the floor and cried until she took me home. And I'm like, what is up with me and dancing? But dancing actually frees your soul. They say it's one of the #1 things you can do to like move energy in your body. It's so good for you. So we all need to dance.
Yeah, was it what, Megan Trainor, we used to play her song, what was it? The dancing makes me happy, something like that for when my kids were little, because they would actually get in a better mood by doing that. But definitely line dancing is even better in my book. So let's go ahead and play the video Boots on the Ground here on Hank's Corner.
Shooting doubles, me at last. Cigarette smoke, Friday night. The Casey's on the dance floor, kicking up dust. City folks wishing they could move like us. Hey now, boots on the ground. You gotta get lost before you get found. Live wire, set it on fire. Watch it go up in flames. Wild child, once in a while. You gotta find a way to lay these burdens down, 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 down. Get your boots on the ground. Hey, good looking, I walk the line. Call me crazy, but mama tried. Maybe you was Memphis, Bonnie and Clyde. 6 days on the road and now it's Tulsa time. Hey now, boots on the ground. You gotta get lost before you get found. Live wire, set it on fire. Watch it go up in flames. Wild child, once in a while. You gotta find a way to lay these burdens down, 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 down. Get your boots on the ground. Last call for alcohol, one more round. I have a hurricane burning it down, 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 down. Hey now, boots on the ground. You gotta get lost before you get found. Live wire, set it on fire. Watch it go up in flames. Wild child, once in a while. You gotta find a way to lay these burdens down, 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 down. Hey now, boots on the ground. You gotta get lost before you get found. Live wire, set it on fire. Watch it go up in flames. Wild child, once in a while. You gotta find a way to lay these burdens down, 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 down. Gotta get your boots on the ground. Gotta get your boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, Megan Knight, and I must tell you that, that is probably up there with one of my favorite songs to listen to, honestly, and, I think that it is just such a great, what do they call it, like an earworm or whatever, that it's just in your head, and it's just like, "Oh, man, that is awesome." So, I know I'm going out because it's Friday night tonight, so I will be out tonight, and, I might just be humming that song while I'm having a couple of drinks, and, I definitely love the video as well, and that looks like definitely a great venue to do it. I mean, it is so Western looking.
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you to everybody that's commenting. It really means a lot. Your feedback and that you actually enjoy it, and Hank, that you enjoy the song. Um, I always write from like a very spiritual perspective of I feel like there's not a lot like enough positivity in the world. And there's actually studies done. I shouldn't even be saying this, but they like to keep people in like a low vibrational energy so people can be like controlled in like a lot of the major labels and stuff. That's why they push certain agendas and like stuff like that. It's mainly in hip hop music, not really country. But I was like, what if we like use the power of music and frequency and affirmations to like raise the energy and make people feel good and empower them? And I think like the Beatles said years ago, all you need is love. Like the highest frequency in like hertz on the scale is the love vibration. So I wanted to like incorporate that in like a lot of my songwriting. So Boots on the Ground, I was like, okay, somebody's having a bad day. How do we write a song that can take them out of that? Like, because I don't know, you can like sit there and loop bad negative thoughts in your head all day if you choose that and if you want it. But if you choose happiness, you can literally shift and change your life. And I want to teach people that and like push that message as much as I can. So Boots on the Ground is about getting you out of that loop and bringing connection of community back, which I think we've been missing so much since the creation of social media. And with AI happening, I'm seeing it already at the shows. It's bringing community back together so much because people are yearning for that real human connection. And so it's on the ground. It's like pushing you to go out, dance with your friends, be present, and like bring joy. So hopefully it's working.
Yeah, I definitely love that positivity that you are bringing there because we've talked about on my show, not necessarily me and you, but when I've had artists on the show, how powerful music is, and a lot of times it's more on the therapeutical side where somebody has had rough moments and it's helped them get through life or whatever. But there's also that taking it to the other level where you're just having an okay day, a good day, then you put this in and your foot starts tapping, your hands start moving, your head starts bobbing like this, and like I say, you might have a drink in your hand. Before you know it, you're in a very good mood. So
Yeah.
I definitely like that.
It's a decision to choose happiness every day. You can choose. You can have the best day ever, but you can always find a positive outcome. You could be like, this just happened to me. This is terrible. But you know what? You stubbing your toe before you walk out the door might have protected you from a car accident. You don't know, like just choose to find the positive outlook, even if it's a negative thing that just happened. You can always like conjure up something in your head that has this positive spin.
So true. And, like I said, I like the video, but, let's go back to Slow Your Horses. Any chance that there's a video coming out for that?
There's actually 2 more videos dropping. So
Mm.
today we just released on YouTube the official audio video. But next Wednesday, so that'll be May 20th, there's a lyric video coming. So we're going to have like a video loop going and the lyrics. And I actually filmed the video with my mom. She actually like filmed it and then I did all the editing. But since I was like 12 years old, I was such a nerd with my little flip video share with editing and film. I'm like, oh my God, as a little kid, I always knew in my heart, I just like wanted to entertain and like create content so bad. So everything I taught myself from like a young kid to now is like applying itself as an independent artist. But May 27th is the real music video releasing with my good friend, Joseph De Palma. He recorded it for me. And, I did the editing again with him. And so super stoked for that one. I want to thank the Porters for being there and helping us with the video, and also Jackie and Lou Hoggett at the Ironstone Ranch. They let us come in that day and kind of like make the video happen. And I couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome. And can we get a little bit of hints what we should expect from that video? We don't want to give too much away, but a little tease to get the people thinking about it.
So after I did that photo shoot for the cover artwork with Hollywood here, I didn't realize how absolutely incredible like horses are beyond them being cool and like awesome. I found out like they really can like shift your energy, and like I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make another video or photo shoot happen with horses so bad. So I made a post on Facebook and I was like, hey, does anybody have horses? And I didn't know exactly how this video was going to happen or what we were doing. I was just going to like see what happened. And Jackie and Lou actually reached out, thanks to Jen Burney. Shout out Jen Burney. Jackie is her sister. And they invited us out, and I went in honestly with a totally clear mind and just the song on this thing. This is a cool little Bluetooth speaker. You can see it in the behind the scenes video.
Wow.
And it was just me and this playing the song and looking around and being like, okay, where should we shoot? What should we shoot first, or like what should be the scene? And it was totally impromptu the way we filmed it, but yeah.
That's
I don't know. You have to
awesome.
wait
So
and
we're
see.
definitely going to be waiting for that to come out in a couple of weeks. And once again, this is Friday. I like to refer to it as New Music Friday. And of course, if you go to my New Music Friday post on the Hank Jr. Productions Facebook page, you're going to find Megan Knight there right at the top of the list of new songs that come out. But be sure to check it out because I got some good friends that have been on the podcast before, including Sarah Harrelson from Nashville, Nick Ironstone, also formerly known as Nicole Ray, out in Canada, and Sammy Palinkas, all the way out there in Australia. All been on the show and all have great songs that are out. But, Megan, definitely appreciate you coming on the show, sharing the behind the scenes, talking about this. It's been so exciting. Everybody go out there and stream the heck out of these songs, but even more importantly, go buy some merch.
Yay, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm already halfway done writing the next record. So I know some people are bummed out. They're like, why isn't there a whole bunch of more songs? Why are they a lot of your singles you already had out? Guys, it's because I'm an independent artist and the way algorithms work. Unfortunately, I had to release almost all the tracks as singles to get any sort of traction in this world. Thank God I wound up signing a distribution deal and all, and a sync deal because of it. This is just the reality. But tons of new music coming, I swear, I promise. And there's an acoustic EP dropping in 3 months that are going to have live professional video out and 5 new acoustic versions of songs off this record. So hang in there. 3 months, we got more content coming beyond these music videos, and I'm already done halfway writing the next one.
That's awesome. And for those who really want Megan to push things out faster and get the newer stuff out there and all that stuff, hey, buy the merch, but even donate, invest in Megan Knight Industries over there. Sounds like Knight Rider Industries back in the day. But she'll take cash, Venmo, Cash App, everything, right?
I'm so grateful. Actually, my supporters have meant the world to me, and they actually totally funded this My Drama. Oh my goodness. Record. It fell out. But I actually did a GoFundMe for this, and you guys really funded this entire project during COVID, and I can't thank you enough. And all your support since then has helped me pay for the Slow Your Horses album. It was all my own money from, your support of selling merch and coming to the shows. And so literally you guys make this dream happen, and I could not thank you enough. And every merch sale, it literally goes right back into the recording. Every song's like $2,000, so all self-funded. So you're really making it happen. So thank you so much.
Yeah, kudos to the fans because that's what keeps things going, and appreciate the fans tuning in today, whether either on the live stream or the recap once it comes out. I know once you guys get off that 5 o'clock whistle on a Friday, you'll have time to watch this. But Megan, it's been a pleasure, and of course, if you ever want to be a guest on Hank's Corner, you're more than welcome.
That means the world to me. Thank you so much.